Hey, did you see Hindalco's Q3 FY25 results? Looks like they're doing pretty well, especially in India.
Yeah, I was just diving into that. Hindalco Industries Limited, part of the Aditya Birla Group, had some robust consolidated results, especially driven by their India business. We should remind our listeners that, disclaimer, we advise investors to check with certified experts before taking any investment decisions.
Right. So, remind me, what exactly does Hindalco do again?
Well, they're a metals powerhouse, the world's largest aluminium company by revenue, and the second largest copper rods manufacturer outside China. They operate across the value chain, from mining to smelting to downstream products and even recycling. Plus, Novelis, their subsidiary, is a global leader in flat rolled products.
Got it. And where are they making their money?
Okay, so breaking it down, their India business is really shining. Consolidated PAT or profit after tax is up 60% to 3,735 crore rupees. But the India business PAT is up a whopping 134% to 2,885 crore rupees. The aluminium upstream EBITDA is at a record 4,222 crore rupees with a 42% margin. Then,
Wow, 42%? That's impressive. What about their copper business?
the copper business is also doing well, with EBITDA up 18% to 777 crore rupees, thanks to strong domestic sales and higher byproduct realizations.
Okay, so India's booming. But what about Novelis? How is that impacting the consolidated results?
Good question. Novelis's revenue was $4.1 billion, driven by higher aluminum prices. But their total rolled product shipments were 904 kilotonnes, which is about the same as last year.
So Novelis is stable, but India is really driving the growth. Got it. How about the balance sheet? Anything interesting there?
Yeah, their consolidated net debt to EBITDA is at 1.33x as of December 31st, 2024, which shows they're managing their debt pretty well. The MD, Satish Pai, mentioned they're well positioned for transformative growth.
Transformative growth, huh? What's driving that?
Securing resources, like the Meenakshi coal mines, is a big part of it. They are also expanding their alumina refinery, aluminum smelter and copper smelter, and working on an FRP project.
Meenakshi coal mines, secured resources, make sense for cost leadership. What does FRP stand for?
FRP is flat rolled products used in many industries. Hindalco's expansion will significantly boost their downstream capacity.
Right. And I saw something about sustainability.
Absolutely. Hindalco is the first Indian company to get the Copper Mark JDDS accreditation for sustainable practices. They're also in the top 1% in the S&P Global Sustainability Yearbook 2025, with the highest ESG score in the aluminum sector.
Top 1%? That's a big deal.
Definitely. They're recycling industrial waste, conserving water, and planting trees. For example, they recycled 109% of bauxite residue and 101% of ash in 9M FY25.
Okay, so strong performance, resource security, and sustainability focus. Makes sense. What about the broader economic picture?
Well, global GDP is expected to be steady, and while global inflation should moderate, there are still risks. In India, GDP growth is moderating slightly, and the RBI has reduced policy rates.
All right, so a mixed bag globally, but India is still looking pretty good. What about the aluminium and copper industries specifically?
Global aluminium demand is pretty balanced, and the FRP market is expected to grow. In India, the FRP market is estimated to grow by about 20%, driven by packaging and consumer durables. The domestic copper industry saw demand increase by around 4% year on year.
Okay, so the industry trends are favorable too. Now, drilling down a bit, how did Novelis actually perform?
Novelis' shipments were down 1% at 904 KT. Revenue was up 4% to $4.1 billion because of higher average aluminum prices, but adjusted EBITDA was down 19% due to higher scrap prices and an unfavorable product mix.
Higher scrap prices hurting their margins makes sense. What are they doing about it?
They're working on technologies and partnerships to increase recycled inputs and improve cost efficiency. Their Sierre plant is back online, and they're expanding recycling in South Korea.
Sierre plant, that's the one that had the flooding, right?
Exactly. They had significant costs related to that, but they're getting some insurance recoveries. Speaking of which, they recognize 154 crore rupees from property insurance and 127 crore rupees from business interruption claims.
So insurance Lawrence to the rescue. So how is the aluminium business in India doing, upstream and downstream?
Aluminum upstream revenue was up 25% to 9,993 crore rupees, and EBITDA was up a massive 73% to 4,222 crore rupees. Their margins are industry leading at 42%. And
42%, you said that. That's amazing. Downstream?
downstream revenue was also up 25% to 3,195 crore rupees, and EBITDA up 36% to 150 crore rupees, driven by higher volumes and a favorable product mix.
And copper, we mentioned earlier.
Copper revenue was up 15% to 13,732 crore rupees, and EBITDA was up 18% to 777 crore rupees.
Okay, so overall, pretty solid performance across the board. Any key takeaways from all this?
Well, the India businesses continuing to deliver strong results. Aluminium is having a record quarter, and Hindalco is securing resources to be self-reliant. They're commissioning new projects and focusing on sustainability. And Novelis is working to mitigate scrap price pressures.
It's great to see they're securing their own coal supply. Self-reliance is key. Any changes in leadership?
Yes, Praveen Kumar Maheshwari is stepping down as CFO on March 31st, 2025, and Bharat Goenka, the current CFO designate, will be taking over on April 1st, 2025. Maheshwari is being reappointed as a whole-time director.
Smooth transition then, that's good to hear. So last thoughts, is Hindalco a good investment?
Well, Hindalco delivered robust consolidated results, driven by the excellent performance of its India business. The Aluminium India upstream business achieved record quarterly EBITDA. Novelis continues to focus on operational and cost efficiency initiatives. It seems like a favorable investment. But please do your own research
before you make any financial decisions, folks. So you've heard our thoughts on Hindalco's Q3 FY25 results. If you like the breakdown, please give us a like, share, and subscribe.
Absolutely. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next analysis. Thanks for tuning in.